All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and just record a couple thoughts as you guys weren't able to get on live. Let me just grab here a light. There, that's a little bit better. So I hope you're having a good day. I just wanted to jump on tonight with you and just go through a few things that are really going to help you guys as we get started to have the tools that you need to really monitor your progress, right? Because that is an important thing to have available for us, is to be able to measure your success, right? So that way you know where you're going, what you've done, and how to move forward with that too. All right, so that's what we're going to cover tonight. We're going to talk about how to track your business activities. We're going to talk a little bit about the Power Hour and how to make that efficient for you so that you know what to do and how to do it. In reading through your About Me's, which thank you so much for filling those out. I just think it's great to kind of put into words that vision that you have for yourself, what you want to accomplish, and what it did for me was really help me to see where you want and need help. But also, like, all of you put that, your hope is to work at least, your goal is to work at least an hour a day on your business. So, and I would consider that 5 days a week, right? I don't think that it's necessary to be working 7 days a week on that. So let's say 5 days a week, at least an hour on your business. So you need that time to be very efficient for you and be able to know what you need to do and how to get it done, right? And then we're going to talk a little bit about upcoming events and some things that you can be starting to invite people to. And I hope to have my calendars through the end of the year. Yep, through the end of the year. We're already there. A couple months is it. And have that to you guys by the end of the week so that you can see as a team where we're going. And, I hope that you use that and are really working to plan what you want to do by the end of the year too, as far as your challenge groups, free groups. If you want to tag team into these, start your own, definitely it's going to be good as we get into this program to be able to start pushing you out of that comfort zone to start doing your groups and making this and taking that information that to you so that it's yours too. Okay, so definitely we'll have some pieces of interactivity tonight, and I want to be able to have you ask questions. So if you have something, you can put it in the chat, or we'll kind of open it up a little bit at some different times too. So this won't be a long meeting, but I hope it's really effective to help you in getting started. So let me just let me get a couple things on my screen here that will help us to look at this a little bit better, since you guys know my desktop's just like a mess. It's a wreck. Okay, so let me pull this up here, and I'm gonna put that down for a second and then pull this up. Okay, so let me share my screen with you. And Karen, welcome. Thanks for jumping on live. Tell me, like, what level, as you looked at the leadership ladder, did you see yourself as far as with your business and where you wanted to go by the end of it?
I didn't get a chance to look at that video that you had.
Okay.
But I want to be able to, I don't know, progress a lot further than where I'm at.
Right. Good. So this is kind of, I'll show you, this is the ladder that we're kind of talking about here, right? And what I like about using the leadership ladder, you guys, to measure your success rather than just looking at rank advancements. Rank advancements are important, but it's important in the context of the leadership ladder, because having a rank but not having any foundation of building your business behind it doesn't really help you very much, right? If you're an Emerald coach, but you're not progressing to hit Success Club, it doesn't help you to get those customer leads and things that you really can use to help further grow your business. Yes, you can start taking advantage of the bonus, but if you're not building customers, then there's not much bonus to take advantage of, right? So we really want to do both. I want to help you rank advance, but in the way not just to say that you're a rank, but to say that you're growing your business. And these benchmarks, this ladder is how you do that, right? So let me just kind of go through this just briefly. But a forward progress in my fitness, that's really somebody who's just wants to be a challenger, right? Just wants to be a challenger, maybe is just taking advantage of the discount, maybe wants a little bit of heightened accountability and working on their personal growth, but it's really about them. It's about, that person right in that rank. Paying it forward, right? So this is still a coach, but this is somebody who, really wants to just take a little bit more active role to share this with somebody, right? So maybe you just, people ask you, wow, you look great. How are you, what are you doing? They take the opportunity to share that and invite that person into a challenge group, right? So it's I would say the paying it forward coach is very passive, right? It's not somebody that's really doing things to help build their relationships further beyond just sharing it when it comes up, when the opportunity arises. Business starter. So honestly, this is where all of you guys should be. I think the first benchmark you should be aiming for is the business starter. So the business starter, it can coach plus rank. So probably really moving towards Emerald is really where you want to be as a business starter. This is a coach that's going to be earning $100+ a month. So you pay back your products, right? You hit Success Club 5, get to Emerald, allow yourself to start building that foundation on the bonus structure. And that's really what we want to do. Commissions are great, residual, and it helps you to grow. But when you start building that foundation of having that secondary income come in, that's where you guys are really going to be able to see the financial rewards start to happen and to be consistent, right? We only get commissions when people buy products. When we build this and have that bonus structure, it starts becoming a lot more consistent, where you can start building that income and knowing that it's going to be there for you. So with this, we want to help at least 3 people a month. We're going to start running our challenge groups. We want to successfully be helping our customers understand how coaching can fit into their life and how they can be good coaches, right? And then team builder. You guys, this is not a far step. This is not a far step away. Again, you have to be Emerald rank or above. $250 a month, Success Club 5, have at least 2 personally sponsored coaches that are hitting Success Club, and just at least 1 point, right? So right now, my goal is to really be a consistent team builder. So what I'm missing is really helping coaches be consistent at getting to Success Club every single month. So I'm working on team builder, headed to a team leader, and building that weak side. And that just is all about building that volume and continuing to help you guys duplicate the system to be successful at getting more people. So you can see there's not a whole lot added each step, right? It's just a little bit extra. So my guidance is that you guys really start working to have the goal by the end of November to be at this business starter rank, right? So that means we need to be going now to not only work towards hitting Success Club in October, which you guys, it's only the 18th. You still have so much time this month to do a lot, and everything that you do is going to be shaping what you do for November, December, and January. We're just that close to the beginning of the year. So really aim your mark at the business starter, and with the goal to progress to be in a position to be a team leader as you hit into the beginning of the year. Karen, am I crackly at all or anything?
No, you're good.
Okay, good. I just kind of hear a crackling on my side, so I just wanted to make sure. Okay, awesome. So with that being said, so I'm just going to show you this business starter. Now, I emailed you guys a checklist for each of these levels and what you should be doing on a weekly basis to assure that you're hitting these benchmarks consistently. Okay, so let's take a look at the business starter. And I would recommend that you print this out for the week. And this is one way that you can track your business. And I'm gonna I'm going to ask you guys to start sending me your trackers at the end of every week, right? So that we have some accountability and that we can look at what's going well, maybe what you're not being able to fit in, where we can help you with that. The only way I can help you to progress is to see where you are right now and where we need to go as we move forward, right? So here's, I just want you to print this off and I want you to check it off every single day, right? So daily activities are these: drinking your Shakeology, getting your workout in, listening to at least 10 minutes of personal development. I would recommend at least 15, you guys. Push that. That is the piece that's going to really help you to move forward in your business, because we got to have that mental growth, right? We got to have that confidence. We got to be building ourselves to be able to build other people up too. And then posting on Facebook, right? So, and this isn't, I like this guidance here, 5 to 10 minutes a post, because, you know, you want to share what's in your heart, not spend an hour having to come up with a post 3 times a day. It's just not something that you can sustain. So we're going to talk a little bit about posting in just a second. But aim for that, right? And then here's the other guidance. Check into your challenge groups. So be present, check into the team page, be part of the community, you guys. Our team page will flourish and will be supportive of us and everyone on there better if everybody is utilizing and being a part of that community, right? So share what's going well, ask questions on that page, comment on the trainings that will be there. All the trainings for this group I'm going to post into our Team I Choose Fit page, which again used to be Team Core Power, but I'm realigning our team name to be consistent with our boot camp too. So Team I Choose Fit. And I did that so that you guys wouldn't have to be in a lot of different places, right? It's hard to kind of manage and be in 5 different Facebook groups at one time. So I just want to simplify that. And, you know, if there's other people that want to take advantage of being able to access and use that training, awesome. So I want that to be for our team. So check in, be part of that team, grow your network, right? So there's training in your Coach Online office, specifically new training that Beachbody came out with how to grow your network. So make sure you go to that training section and look at that. As we progress in this training, we're going to get to that. But if that's something that you struggle adding friends or how to find more people to add to your network, make sure that you are putting some time into going and looking for that, right? This is your business. You've got to find those things that you need to help you grow. And then I love this 5-3-2, right? So start 5 conversations a day, right? Again, this doesn't have to be about Beachbody. It can just be people that comment on your post. Maybe you're thinking about a friend that you haven't talked to for a long time, right? Get out that list. That very first thing you did as a coach was make a list of 100 people, right? And you should be continuing to add to that list all the time, your master list of all the people that you know. Those are people, you know, that you want to be starting conversations with. And then as you do that and have those conversations, so if you do that 5 days a week, have 5 conversations, you've talked to a minimum of 25 people that week, just building relationships. So then you can take those people, and as those conversations, some of them will turn naturally to health and fitness. Or as people ask you what you're doing, make sure that you share what you're doing with your Beachbody, share that you're excited about this. And, and then those conversations will turn to where you can invite those people to, have you ever thought about joining a group like this? Or, are you working on health and fitness goals too? I'd love to learn a little bit more, right? Start being curious about what people are interested in. And you can then start to take those people into those conversations where you can invite them to learn about coaching. You can invite them to learn about your challenge group, right? And then check in with 2 people that are your existing challengers or coaches on your team. Make sure that you're giving them attention as well. So that's a great system. 5 conversations a day. Try, invite 2 to 3 people and then reach out and connect with other people. So, if you have limited challengers right now, no problem. Make sure that you're giving them attention every single week and put more emphasis on new conversations, right? Go where you need to go. If you only have a couple of challengers or one or two coaches on your team right now, then that's not where a lot of your effort needs to be spent. Your effort needs to be spent on building, right? And the benefit of doing this every day is that your pipeline will be a lot fuller. A lot of times when we have somebody that's interested, it's easy for us to kind of step off the gas and kind of wait to see what happens with that person, right? Wait to see if they follow through to sign up. Wait to see if they're going to get their challenge pack. Don't do that, right? Keep that person engaged, right? Follow-up's the next one. So we've got to follow up with people, but don't let that stop your momentum from talking to new people. If you keep that habit every day of talking to new people, that pipeline will be a lot fuller, and you've got a lot of people in process at different points with the conversations, and that will help. And then respond to messages, right? So I always taught, when I was working in the corporate office, I taught my team to try to follow the 24-hour rule, right? And the 24-hour rule is you need to reach out within 24 hours of when somebody connected with you. And if it's that you can't fulfill everything that they need right then, at least acknowledge, hey, I saw your message, and I'm going to be able to follow up with you on this date, right? Never leave somebody hanging there for 2, 3, 4 days, a week, without having some type of response. So implement that, the 24-hour rule. And again, sometimes I can't get to everyone, but I can at least send them a, hey, April, thanks so much for your message. I want you to know I saw it. I'm going to respond to it tomorrow during my work hour at 6 o'clock, right? So just let them know where you're at. Okay, so those are daily. So that gives you a good checklist, you guys. Right here, these are your power hour activities right here, right? So, set your timer, prioritize your time. This is where you need to be focused when you sit down for an hour to do work every day. Don't be on Facebook. Don't be scrolling your news feed. Don't take time to do your post during your power hour. Just concentrate on doing these activities, and you will see your business grow as you do that consistently 5 days a week. Or if you're working 4 days a week, just do a little bit more and do it 4 days a week, right? Adjust those numbers accordingly to what fits your schedule. If you have, like Karen, I know that you had either Fridays off or maybe a half day on Friday. I don't know if that's still the case, but if you did have that, right, and you're going to be able to get more work done on one day, don't be afraid of that. Maybe you work 2 hours on one day and 1 hour on 3 other days, and that is just fine too, right? So Karen's saying, I wish I was still working half day on Friday. I get it. I get you. So, and then weekly, right? Make sure that you listen to the National Wake Up Call, stay connected. When we have team calls, do your best to be on those. I know that life happens and it's really hard for us to find a time that can fit everyone all the time, but try your best to be involved with that. And if there's times for these calls that would be best for you guys, make sure you communicate that to me, because we're small enough right now. I'd love to try to be flexible to make it so that more of us can be available if we can, right? So I have to be mindful of my family time just like you do, but if we can make it work, let's make it work, right? Stay consistent with your shopping for your groceries and your planning for your meals. Share your transformation progress every week and do an invitation post. You guys, these are so important. I'm going to show you in just a second what an invitation post can really do quickly for you to help you with your power hour activities too. Okay, and then your monthly benchmarks. Decide what your non-negotiables are going to be and hold yourself accountable to those. So I want you guys to see this, because Beachbody is not to take over our life, right? You can easily let these activities run your life if you're not organized in what you're doing. And that's not the point of what we're trying to do. We're trying to work hard. And yes, you have to sacrifice some things now to be able to grow so that you can have more time and things later. But I want you guys to keep a good balance of what you need. I want you to get your family involved and engaged in your goals. I want them to know why you're doing this what you're going to be doing so that they're on board, and that you guys coordinate the right times to be able to spend on this business and and it feels good to everyone. So, and if you're struggling with that at all, talk to me so that we can help plan a schedule together that works for you, because I want you to be consistent at this. I want you to feel good about it. And I want your family to feel good about it too, right? In all regards of that. So, and get them involved with your workouts. Double Time's coming in November, and that's going to be really, really fun for family fitness. So, Karen, any questions on that? I think you and I talked about a checklist like this before, and that this would be really helpful. So,
yeah. Is there a way on Facebook that you can schedule your posts on just your regular Facebook? Because at work, I can't check my Facebook. I can't do anything.
yeah.
It's like I'm there. I leave about 8 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't get home until 5:30.
Right. There isn't on your personal page right now, other than using like a third-party tool like Hootsuite or something like that. So you can look into like Hootsuite. I think it's HOUTS. I'll have to look it up and see. But there used to be like some free versions that you can use of a couple of those programs where you can post to those and they will post into your page. You could start a like page as well. A like page you are able to schedule your post into. And then you can share some of your post from your like page into your personal page. So you can do that. So those are probably the two things I'd have you consider and look into as far as kind of pre-posting some things during the day. So
is the like page like a business? Is that?
Yeah, so that page that I have, I Choose Fit.
Uh-huh.
Let me see here. So that's a like page. So a like page just is yes, more. It's really there for a business page. So, and like I said, I have a lot of people who follow me on my personal page who also follow this page as well, but I'm really trying to move more of my business focus here to my like page. So, so that is an advantage of a like page, is that you can pre-post. Also, you can advertise on this page, so you can like promote posts and things to get more like and reach more people. So as you kind of get started into that, we'll share and talk a lot more about that. I'm not sure why this page isn't loading, but anyway, yeah. So that would be my two suggestions: is look into a third-party tool like Hootsuite, or I'm trying to think of another. Buffer, I think, is another one. Buffer, Buffer, is like Hootsuite, and so you can look into that like a third-party tool, or a like page will allow you to be able to pre-post your post too. I'm not sure why this isn't even loading. That's kind of weird. So, any other questions about that and about that schedule, that checklist?
No.
Okay, good. So you guys pick your level, where you are in the leadership ladder. If you didn't have a chance to watch that video, go back, rewatch it. It was a training that Jennifer Lipp and I did, I think last April or this past April. But it will give you, it's really good to learn about the leadership ladder. We're going to talk a lot about the leadership ladder, recognize you from the leadership ladder, because again, it's just, rank is important, but doing it in a way that's going to build that foundation to me so that you guys make more money and have more opportunity and have a more stable team and a base. That's what's more important to me than just helping you rank advance, right? It's just to say that you did it. So I don't want any empty teams on this team. We want people who are able to build. So print this out, and we're going to use it. Team Beachbody's week is Thursday through Thursday, but I think everyone pretty much follows better like a Monday through Sunday. So that's what we're going to do. So I'd like for you guys to just take a screenshot and just share this into the Team I Choose Fit group or through our text message that we have. Submit it once a week, right? So, and this is I'm gonna use this as your ticket. If you guys submit this and I can see that you're moving forward on your business and that you're taking ownership to submit this, I'm gonna give you more personal time too, right? Kind of like our weekly check-ins in our challenge group. The people that fill those out get more one-on-one time with me because I know that they want it, that they want that time. So fill those out.
So this is due on Friday?
No, on Monday. Send it in on Monday morning. So do like a Monday through Sunday, I think is kind of the best way to look. So you'll track Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then, we'll turn them in sometime Monday morning. Just send it in sometime Monday. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. All right, so this kind of talks a little bit about the power hour here. I like this, that it's just right here on the chart that you can learn about the power hour. If you go into the Team I Choose Fit page, just search under the photos. If this helps you better to kind of have a graphic like this that kind of breaks down time, right? So that you can set your timer and work towards a timer, then this is a really good graphic too. So again, this is in our team page. Just go to the photos and you'll be able to find the post that I did with talking about this power hour. But this is kind of nice too, because it's good to work against the clock. It keeps you on track, right? And because it's easy to kind of let time get away from you. But again, we want to try to be efficient, and it takes time. Be graceful with yourself. So sometimes I get started on this and set a timer and I'm like, I only got 2 people contacted and I wanted to get 5. So, it's a learning experience, but the more that you do that and track your time, track the people you're talking to, the better this will get for you. So use that list of 100. Make sure you're writing down your conversations. If you Beachbody actually has a really good customer log that you can just track your conversations, or if it works better for you to get like a notebook and track your conversations there, do that. Or Teamsy is a really good one, an electronic system where you can put in all of your people and in the contacts. And if you just Google Teamsy tutorial, you'll find different team calls and things that you can listen to if you want to take a look at what that's like, and how to do that too. Okay, so, all right, so we talked about this and we talked about rank advancement in regards to this, but I do want to talk about Emerald rank. So tomorrow I'm going to post in the I Choose Fit group, I'm going to post a video about the Emerald rank and why that's so important. And I want you guys to know, I know Karen, you're pushing towards your Emerald rank. Rachel, you're pushing towards your Emerald rank. Stephanie has achieved hers, but she has a couple of inactive coaches, so she needs to push that back up to get herself active and one of her coaches active so she can be activated in her Emerald rank, right? So, but I want to tell you, my goal every month is to go Emerald at least once or twice. So right now for me, it's twice. I'm really pushing to add 4 coaches to my team every month. Start with adding 2 and, build up to that. But, really all the Emerald rank is adding 1 person to your left side, 1 person to your right side, and rinse and repeat that every single month, right? So there's a couple of books that I'm going to post for you guys that I would recommend. As far as something that's really helped me is just learning more about network marketing, right? Because it's not something that I was familiar with at all. How to do it, what are some best practices, how are people doing it? So I don't think I have any of those books right here beside me, but there's 3 books now that I've read. One I'm in process, I'm about halfway through it. But that I would recommend that you guys read a book from a network marketing expert to learn. And these books are great because they go through different scripts, they go through strategies, but I can tell you the one thing that all of them do is they talk about leading with the business opportunity, right? Leading with the business opportunity, defaulting to the programs or to your products. And I think that's so key, because a lot of times, so we get hesitant, right, to share the business opportunity, and maybe it's because we don't know how to, but I think the reason that we do most of the time get scared about sharing is that we just don't know people's needs enough, right? We just don't know how this would fit for them, or, what their pains are in their life. So in asking our questions, and we can find out a little bit more, it's much easier to lead and invite somebody to learn about the business if there's a mom who's struggling as a single parent to put enough on her table, so she's going to have to go get a second job, take a lot more time away from her kids, rather than do something at home where she can do this, get herself healthier, and be more present with her kids, right? Like, that would be a good thing. So why wouldn't you talk to somebody about that? We would if we knew, right? So make sure you guys spend in your conversations time talking to people about what their needs are. And don't be afraid to present this business opportunity to people and help them to learn. I'm going to do a training in a couple of weeks on some key things that I'm learning in this book that I'm reading right now on that. And then if they say no, that they're not interested in the business, well, then they probably still want to get healthier, right? So then we can talk to them about challenge groups. So I just want to kind of plant that seed in your head, because I know for me, it became really kind of default for me just to talk to people about challenge groups. And I feel like early on in my business, I was really not giving people the opportunity to say yes to the business, because I wasn't presenting to them, because I wasn't being present enough to see how this could fit into their life with their needs, and help them. So I want to help you guys to learn a little bit more about network marketing, because I think that it will help. So I'm going to post the names of the books so that you have all the author names correct. But there's 3 that I'm going to recommend that you choose at least one of those to start integrating into your personal development. I think it'll really empower you as you see that process and how you can duplicate it to move forward and talking to more people about the business too. So we want to push towards emerald rank. It's just so important, you guys, as a foundation. And, it's probably the one rank that I would say it's okay if those people don't want to really work their business right now as much, right? Because you're going to keep adding more coaches. And not all coaches are going to want to build a full-time business from this, or even a part-time business. But, they definitely want to get healthier and might have a lot of desire to share their story and experience so that they stay more accountable. And what better way to do that than help them to build a passive income so that they're making more money to help with those dreams that they want, just like you, to have money for vacation, to, pay for weddings or debt, and schooling, those types of things. Like would be a huge win for so many people with that too. Okay. Any questions on the checklist or anything that we talked about, Karen?
No, good.
Okay, awesome. And then upcoming events. So I'm going to share some calendars again by the end of the week, but I just wanted to share with you. So the next free group that I'm planning to do is going to be a crock pot group. And you guys just go crazy. People really love crock pot for whatever reason. It always does really well and does it. So I just wanted to show you something that I did yesterday and what I'm doing now that's helping me with that process of inviting. Okay, so I was just at Costco and they had all the crock pots on sale. So I was like, okay, maybe this is a good time for a crock pot group. So I just did a quick post, right? Would you be interested? So here's my picture, right? And what do you see immediately? Busy, crock pot, right? So it draws your attention to this picture, because you know exactly what it is for busy people with crock pots and something to do with crock potting. So would you be interested in a fall crock pot group? Comment yes below, yes, if you would. So I gave them a call to action immediately. So even if they don't read all this, if they were like, yeah, I love crock pot recipes, they would probably go down and respond below. So and then I just got back from Costco where all the crock pots were on sale right now, and I can't stop thinking about crock pot recipes. Busy moms need quick meals for those crazy days of homework, soccer, dance, scouts, My crock pot is my lifesaver for those busy nights. If I put together a 5-day group of healthy crock pot recipes, would that help you? Comment yes below if you're interested, right? So, I'll put it together the first week of November. Okay, so I go down here. So there's 30 comments, 30 plus comments here of people that have said yes, right? So I didn't do much commenting yet. I've just been liking their comments on that. But now what I'm starting to do, so this group isn't going to happen for 3 weeks, I think. So 2.5 more weeks. So I'm not going to open a group page right now, but what I can do is go back now and I can start messaging these people in private messages. So I'm going to say, hey, Kristen, thanks so much for liking my post about the Crockpot group. I'm super excited to open it up. What do you do a lot of crockpotting right now, right? I'm just going to ask them some questions and open a conversation, right? And then I'm going to turn that to health. And if they're, and see what their struggles are and start talking about them, what are your health goals right now? But at first, I'm just going to engage conversation with each of these people, right? And as they answer that, they'll probably give me some nuggets as far as what they need help with, that I can start talking to them about health and fitness and see what their goals are and say, hey, this Crockpot group's going to be great, but would you be interested in a group that's really going to give you some solutions for your fitness and your nutrition? I'd love to tell you more about what I'm going to be doing in November, right? And you can ask more questions. So, but right here, I've got my whole week of those conversation builders already right here, right? So do something like that. Take advantage of that now to with this free group that we have coming up, because I'm going to tell you, crockpotting is going to be a hot topic for everybody. They really like it.
What day is that going to be, Tina?
So the group's going to be November 6th through the 10th.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one idea. I wanted to share that with you, like how I'm going to take that post and now use it to start engaging and starting new conversations. So, a lot of these people I know, some of them I've talked to about health and fitness, but some of them I never have before, and they've never joined into any of my groups. So, it'll be a great opportunity for me to, start asking them, do you guys have goals that you're working on right now? What are they? What are some things you'd love to accomplish before the end of the year? So, and then it'll be free to add value by giving them this free group too. So do something like that. Create yourself a call to action post. You can do it for this free group. Again, you see, I didn't put a lot of information, right? I was just building curiosity, right? Hey, if I put a group together, would that be interesting to you? Comment below yes if you'd like to be included with something like that. It's that simple. You don't have to spell out a ton of details. In fact, I find sometimes with call to action posts, the less I say about it, the better. But, you can see I did a couple of things to really kind of draw in some attention, to what I did. So when I start messaging people on this tomorrow, which is when I'm going to start messaging these people back, I'll share with you guys what that basic, message out is going to be to those people, because it'll be pretty similar, to most of them. I'll just kind of cut and paste and put a personal message with that to each of them too. So, but start using things like that to generate conversations, right? The National Wake Up Call was great. If you didn't listen to it Monday, make sure you get on there and listen to the replay, because she talked about this, how she is sharing stories through her social media, how she's asking questions, and that's building engagement and community with the people that she's trying to reach and talk to. So listen to that National Wake Up Call. I think over the past several months, really since Summit, I think most of those calls have been really keyed into not just the how-tos, but how to really share your story, how to increase that engagement, how to really connect with people, right? So your connection with people is based on feelings, not facts, right? So if I'm just sharing a picture of my workout, but not sharing what happened in that workout or what I was feeling, it doesn't connect with people as well, right? Like, let me share an example with you. Okay, so this one I think is kind of just more, here's my workout a little bit more, right? I mean, I did ask an engaging question and stuff like that, but crush me some plyometric drills today. So somebody could look at that and they could say, okay, so what? Right? So what? But then like today's, I did a little bit more, you know, what it made me feel. Okay, I was tempted to skip my workout this morning. Why? Because I had a ton of things to do. But here's what I get from my workout. I remembered it helps me to feel centered, have energy, nutrition, to lift my mood, right? So looks like I can't afford not to push play this morning. And I got, you know, comments on it. I got more likes and things. Like, it just connects with people more to know that story behind it, right? Another one that I shared, let's see if this page will load now. So it wouldn't load before. Okay, it did this time. Okay, so here's another one. This is one I posted yesterday. Just sharing a piece of that story from my workout, not just, you know, hey, here's a V set, but one of the exercise, you know, what is one exercise move that you once thought you couldn't do that was impossible? Share it below, right? So I asked them to connect, right? So I got a couple of people to connect, not a lot, but probably pretty good for this page so far. But it, you know, and then I shared a story. You know, 5 years ago, I decided to join a boot camp. I remember my first morning at training, they all got down on the ground and started doing this move, a V sit-up. When I tried it, I couldn't even get my legs up. I remember thinking that I must be missing whatever muscle was supposed to be there, right? Like, people can relate to that, you know, trying to do a new move and it seemed pretty impossible. And now, then I shared like where I am now, right? And why, why I'm there. You know, I love being in the boot camp and, hearing about these impossible moves that are now possible for people. And we can't wait to celebrate with you, right? So you guys, a lot of times, like, what are you thinking in your workout? What pops in your head? Like, share that in a post, so it's not just your workout, but it's, what did you think about? What did you struggle with? How did you overcome that? Sharing those things, somebody's going to latch onto that and say, you wrote that post just for me today, or I needed that post today. And it'll be really valuable to them. So anyway, this wasn't a social media training, but I hope that maybe those couple of things were kind of in my heart, and I hope that it helps you, as you guys are moving forward with that too. So, but that's it. So that's all I have for you. So start tracking your activities. Use that to really center and focus your time. That's where we want to be going this week, in consistency, right? So work on that consistency, on making sure that you've got that time scheduled. And I'm going to tell you, the better you can do at putting it in your calendar, instead of just letting it happen by chance, that you get to the work that you need to be doing, the more you're going to be able to get to it. So schedule that time for yourself. Make that time for yourself to be a priority. So, and if you're having trouble with that balance, come and talk to me, because I'd love to talk to you about it. I struggle with that balance every day. So you're not alone. We all have to just, really just keep plugging forward and finding that, fine-tuning that way to have it all work together so we can start listening. All right. Okay, you guys. Karen, thanks for jumping on live, and appreciate your time, you guys, tonight. And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.